Alright, this video is obviously long overdue. The reason I waited on this video was so a good chunk of news could be released and then I can just make a video, one video on it rather than having multiple videos on each and every little thing. Now, since I am doing this late, you've probably already heard and seen everything, but I know some of you guys still want to hear my thoughts and opinions on it, so this is what this video is going to be. Now, first things first, obviously we were shown a new character in the first screenshots and also in the first trailer of the game. No one really knows who this guy actually is, but when they revealed him in the trailer, they said a clock that once had stopped will start to tick again. Now, obviously, just by hearing that, you can tell that this new character has something to do with time travel. Now, some fans actually think that this character is Gohan. Some fans think that this character is a different version of Trunks from another timeline, and some fans actually think it's a completely different character. I myself think this is a new, never before seen character. I don't think it's anyone from the Dragon Ball Z universe that we know. Now, as you all know, the Japan Expo was last week. Actually, I think 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember. But they did show gameplay of Xenoverse, but they also teased another new character, but they didn't show it. All we got to see was a silhouette of the character and a bunch of question marks beside it. Now, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the silhouette was Whis. Whis from Battle of Gods. It does look kind of similar except for the hair, but he even has that staff in his hand, similar to the one that Whis carries around. Now, many fans actually think that this character might be one of the other gods that Beerus mentioned in the movie Battle of Gods. And another thing I want to say, guys, about the first mystery character is that he looks to be some sort of mix between other characters. That's why, as you can see from these screenshots, he is actually shown doing a Kamehameha and also a special beam cannon, which is Piccolo's moves. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Who do you think these two mystery characters are? Because it has been confirmed that they will play a big role in the story of the game, so let me know in the comments section down below. Now, I want to take you guys back to an article that was posted on June 10th, basically after the game was revealed at E3 2014, and this article gives you a quick rundown of what you can expect from the game, and I'm just going to go over these points real quick and give you my thoughts on them. So the first one was that the footage was very early in-game gameplay. I can't emphasize early enough, and it still looked good. So basically, that footage was pre-alpha, obviously, so props to Dimps for that. Visually, the game looked amazing, like I said in my old video. I mean, this is classic Dimps style right here when it comes to the art. I can only imagine what the final product will look like. Now, the gameplay, however, does look very similar to Battle of Z, even in the new Japan Expo gameplay, if you guys have seen it. And I'm not the only one who thinks that. Many other YouTubers on here said that the game looks like Battle of Z. If you've played Battle of Z, you'll know that the movements in the game are very stiff, whether it's on the ground or in the air, and this game looks like it has the same problem. So hopefully they can fix that. Also, another thing is that they finally showed some combos. If you watch the Goku versus Vegeta fight, Goku actually landed a pretty decent combo. That alone blows the combo system from Battle of Z out the water. Now, it's funny because after my previous video on Xenoverse, people started to say I'm a hater and that I hate Tenkaichi and all these other 3D games. Really? If you go back and watch that same video, I clearly said that Xenoverse is going to be the best fully 3D DBZ fighting game. Don't put words in my mouth, people. I never said that I hate it. I clearly said that I've supported every single Dragon Ball Z game from Bandai Namco, still to this day. Now, I hope you understand why I think Dimps is clearly the best at making Dragon Ball Z games. This is their first attempt at making a fully 3D Dragon Ball Z game, and already in its pre-alpha stage, it looks better than the Tenkaichi games, and it looks better than Raging Blast, both gameplay and graphics. So to all the Dimps hater out there, have that seat. The second point is that we saw 3 fights: Goku versus Frieza, Cell, and Buu. Yep, we already saw those in the previous videos that were leaked. Number 3, there will be indestructible environments. We're told that the developers, Dimps, are aiming for full destruction, basically what you would see in the TV shows. Now, guys, seriously, don't expect anything like the show, where you have the ground literally breaking in half and mountains being shattered, all these craters around. All that stuff, it's not going to be like that. Yes, you'll have staged destruction, but don't expect anything at the level of the anime, because it's not going to be like that, trust me. Number 4, big character roster that will feature new characters. Now again, don't expect anything crazy like Tenkaichi 3, because this is a Dimps game. They've never had a crazy amount of characters in a fighting game before. I'm expecting a roster size around Budokai 3 level, a little bit, maybe a little bit higher than Budokai 3, but definitely not. It's not going to surpass Tenkaichi 3. It's definitely not going to do that. Number 5, there is one mysterious character that is a combination of various other Dragon Ball characters. I already talked about that. Number 6, players can traverse the levels, free roaming in very large spaces. You can be fighting on a platform, go in the air, and then fight underwater. That's really nothing new. We could do that in Tenkaichi and the Raging Blast games. Number 7, real-time facial animations. This was actually quite impressive. Characters express emotions when hurt, injured, etc. Real-time facial animations are cool, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me. Gameplay is what's most important to me. These things are cool, but its only purpose is to make the game look better. That's it. Number 8, real-time transformations. Yes, you can go Super Saiyan mid-game. This also means that there won't be separate characters for normal and Super Saiyan. Now obviously all the previous DBZ fighting games have had real in-game transformations. That's awesome. I hated what they did with Battle of Z, where each transformation was its own different character. The only thing that shows me is that you're too damn lazy to create a decent sized roster, so you put multiple versions of the same damn character. Now one thing I want to say is that some people are saying that the Kaioken and Super Saiyan transformations in the game are temporary, meaning they're going to have a time limit. If that's the case, then that's stupid. That doesn't add anything to the gameplay. The only time you should actually lose your transformation is when you're getting beat up, you have less ki, or when your character gets fatigued, like in the previous Budokai and Burst Limit. Putting a time limit on the transformation is just going to be annoying. Transformations are a big part of Dragon Ball Z, and once I become a Super Saiyan, I expect to stay as a Super Saiyan until the match ends. That's it. But then again, that hasn't even been confirmed yet, so we don't know. Now the final one is the game is built on the Havoc engine and is new gen first, but will be a cross-gen release. Now what this means is that the game is being developed on the new generation first, which is a good thing because usually when you have games like these, the developers tend to make it for the older generation first, and then they just port the game over for the newer hardware, which is why the game doesn't look much different. So this is actually a good thing, and it also means that if you want to play this game in all its glory, the way it's meant to be played, then you should definitely get it for the PS4 or the Xbox One. Now obviously the PS3 and the 360 versions will play the exact same way, but graphically the game will look better on the next gen consoles because that's what it's being developed for. As far as the gameplay goes, yeah, the combo system looks better than Tenkaichi and Raging Blast, but I'm still not completely blown away by it or anything. But then again, this is still in its alpha stage, so we'll see how it gets better over time, and as we're shown more gameplay. Now, one thing I did not like in the gameplay was that giant-ass yellow circle, the target lock-on, basically. When I'm playing a game, I don't want there to be a giant yellow circle on my screen. It's annoying, especially in a one-on-one fight. It's completely useless, and hopefully in the final product they have a setting to make it invisible or turn it off. But yeah guys, that's all I have for you today. Leave your thoughts in the comments section of this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.